another in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken it. And that's the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run. This is Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Geno Atkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
There you go, 368.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
It's second down. Dalton looking. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Lead! 368!
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Mariota now on second down. James has got it. Complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Working out of the gun, Mariota. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get it.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals getting set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A good pickup there, a 22. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready? 318. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Pass incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
368.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
They'll give it to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
368. They go 368.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll run here with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on the.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Carl Lawson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
368!
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jayon Brown able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
368!
Dalton here from the gun. And he's going to go down again. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Here's Mariota. And he'll be taken down by the the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. On play action, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do to mix it on the check down? And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
368!
Operating from the gun. Dalton going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey. 4 down. Over here.
Another chance for Dalton. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Bullock will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Dalton now to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And And the pitch goes to Mixon. And some room to run now. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Second down, Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he lost 6 there on the first down play. Second down, Mariota. Now he's forced out left. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. A first down throw for Mariota. Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Green with a catch left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
1st down, Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's James. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. To bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mariota to throw it, being chased out left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Mariota now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And an alley to run. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
On the ball! On the ball!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, But he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Mariota now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Carl Lawson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Mariota. And Robinson with a big catch. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dion Lewis, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here, all right? Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bengals hoping Mixon improves on the numbers from his rookie year. He's back there again on 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They toss to Mixon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's a give to Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cincinnati, they used